Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ringru. Hello, hello, hello.
And guys, we promised you another Brawl over Brest tournament match, and we deliver today on the map that starts with Z, and I can never say appropriately, so I'm not going to embarrass my Polish friends by attempting it. Rang, who is fighting, what are they bringing, and what should we expect?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Shaun playing for Skijaeger. We have a balanced income. And on the right-hand side, we have a very angry bird playing 29th Tankovy with a Vanguard income.
The first thing I have to make the comment about is that I said this to you before we got started,
Yeah.
but the northernmost Soviet presence just looks like a gaggle. It's like...
That's a lot of jeeps.
Yeah.
That's a lot of jeeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Ogman cheeky.
Yep, and a couple of 76mm guns to support. Facing off against 3 Skijaeger Pioneers. Now, for those of you who don't know a whole lot about the Skijaeger division, Rang's about to tell you about them.
Yeah, it's just a German light infantry division. The infantry a little bit smaller in size, but pretty well equipped and veterancy. They got KV2s, which is cool, and some light AT gun, decent airplanes. Not much anti-air.
How about tank-wise other than the KV2? Really anything or not so much?
You got some captured T-34s, some Stugs. That's really it. T-30-45 captured. So like, good tanks.
Fair enough, but will that be enough to face off against the IS-2s?
No.
Exactly.
I think I got cluster bombers though, so they got that going for them, if I recall.
Well, Skijaegers, I'd imagine they need to have some weapon system that can get them over the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned on Tuesday, folks, the Brawl over Brest is all about these hills, as you can see, as we're coming alive right now. Close combat setups kind of gets us right into the action immediately, and part of me wishes that for the season we have been doing that since day one.
Yeah, it's very like, there's a lot of like discussion about whether these close combat or not. I'm in both camps, frankly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just seeing it open up immediately with Angry Bird, and good God, look at those Ogman Shiki. Just look at him go.
Yep, there's 9 squads, 8 squads. Yeah, it is kind of terrifying to watch them. Now,
Yep.
Pack 30s and Strokey's behind, so basically, good God. This hammer blow initially is just absolutely brutal.
Yeah, and he's just keeping on pushing. He just see what ones could have made it through. 3 scorched men to push through, and he is just booking it for the back lines. Down south, he's got Strokey rushing to the northern end of that town. That is a real A-phase rush here, I have to say. And it's... damn, it's going to capture the entire north.
It certainly will. Yeah, I'm not sure Shaun was ready for that. Oh my God, that was devastating.
Jesus Christ, that was pretty devastating. To be fair, we got to realize, if you look at the rest of Angry Bird's lines, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry units, and that's it.
True, and we get
defense.
to see down south we have the Skijaeger Pioneers as well as the Sturmjäger Pioneers. Excuse me, Ski-Sturm Fusiliers, rather. There's a hefty amount of just damage to be done there.
Yeah, this is exactly what Shaun needs to be doing. He probably realized, hey, Angry probably just has everything up north. Let's try and counterpush down south and hit him where he's weakest.
Well, and more
This
than
is
that,
good.
too, the Ogden-Machiki are really scary and quick, but they're really delicate. So you can see already, 6 guys cannot a town hold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but Angry Bird's got some Strokeys coming to support, but only regular Strokeys, so not that great as, you know, infantry rise goes, so the Skijaegers should have a pretty decent time dealing with them.
and we're seeing down south real quick. Yep, we're going to see some Strokeys being called back in, but it's a 12-12. So it looks like both sides are kind of doing that whole attack an echelon thing. They want to go take that right flank and maybe start to sweep. Unfortunately for the Russians, I don't know they're going to be able to do it, as there comes that Sturmpanzer coming in now.
Oh yeah, you know, the big KV2. It's going to take a little bit to get to the front line to help out, but it should help in clearing out the town if there's any Russians left inside it. But yeah, Angry Bird, he's bringing out some T-34s of his own to try and support this northern push. And there's two IS-2s that are going to be a real pain in the ass to deal with for Shaun, as they're just so heavily armored.
Let's see, we're seeing more strokey, more strokey, more strokey. I just want to always say strokey TP. I don't know what it is. I think I've just seen them way too much in this game.
And this rolls off the tongue so nicely.
It really does. But not to be outdone, Angry Bird says, okay, it's time to fly together, ducks. And T-34 76ers are coming in. We're actually just getting oodles and oodles of them, really.
Mm-hmm.
Now, outside of that, I mean, we're taking a collective breath for a moment.
Yeah, both sides are just pretty much in the progress of moving to the front. The T-34s are moving in. There's one Skijaeger here for Panzerfaust, so maybe you can knock out T-34 or whatnot.
Well, I appreciate the fact that he's not engaging immediately. It'd be kind of stupid to be like, oh look, MG42, let me start firing at anything that comes close.
Yeah, it's a very good call, and there's also a good call from Angry Bird not to just arrest the tanks through the town, because he would face a rather quick death.
Yes, he certainly would. Now, KV-2, I did not quite appreciate how devastating those 152mm shells are.
Yeah.
But quite terrifying all the same.
Yeah, it's kind of like a ISU-152, but looks more janky, which makes it so cool.
I'm almost amused by the fact as well that we have this double MG42 in the south central part of the map that it's just like, oh, you want to come close to me? No.
No. Field of fire, baby. Field of fire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now the KV continues just to start blasting his way through the town. And not for nothing, if he can get a shot on the side of this IS, he should be able to kill it pretty easily.
Yeah, I found in personal experience, those KV-2s actually are pretty decent at killing tanks. I mean, they only have 30% accuracy in the gun, but I don't know what it is. It's just this like KV-2 touch.
Oh, this is awesome too. This Pack 36. Oh my god. Heat ammo. Dude, you gotta kill it from that angle.
Yeah, IS-2's like, I feel a tickle. Oh, track's broken. That's a really good critical hit. Especially behind enemy lines, you can easily kill that tank now. Whoa!
And there goes the recon on it as well.
Yeah, I think that's one of the few times we're seeing the Pack 36 actually use the rocket heat ammunition to kill something on SC2.
Well, what I will tell you is that that KV-2 is probably going to go down here.
Yeah.
And that would be a shame, but we are going to get a Shrek team's coming in. It's the tank and spank.
The KV-2 does go down. Come on, unload the Shreks on low jump. Yeah, there we go. So, actually really good kills here from Shaun.
This could not be any more cinematic, though. Oh my god, that was like an action movie.
Yeah, right, it's just... It'd be even more cinematic if the Panzer Shreks were mounted on the bike. Or if he shot it from the bike.
That would be true.
Drive-by. Oh,
now,
that would... Yeah.
While we have been watching that drama play out, the Germans in that kind of central town, i.e. right by where the T-34 76s were, they are no longer with us, but they have managed to take out a T-34. But Tanko Desant-Niki are coming through. We have this entire column of Strelkies coming in.
How much
Angry Bird
infantry?
Is just... Jeez.
That is a lot of A-phase infantry to have out. I think that's like at least 3 cards of Strelky.
But that's the thing, though, too, is that he's throwing all of his hopes and dreams really on this early play.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. He does have the lead still, not a +2 lead at the moment, unfortunately for him, but he is keeping the momentum. He's keeping the pressure on Shaun. You know, losing both of his IS-2s was definitely a huge mistake. He really did not push them. He got far unsupported. And now he's really paying the price as he has no other tank, like heavy tank armor to deal with these T-34-85s and KV-2s being brought out here from Shaun.
Well, what's more than that too, the Tanko Desant-Niki push. Yes, those guys are devastating in close range, but you gotta get to close range.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult part. It does have a lot of fire support at least for the T-34s and 50 cal half tracks, but once again, Shaun has the armor on the field and good positions.
Yep, that's not to say everything is going his way. You can see a couple of positions being taken out just by sheer manpower.
Yeah.
But, ooh, down south, you see a reinforcement group of Superiors. I'm kind of fascinated to see how this goes. If for no other reason, then the Superiors can be really, really effective when they get in close.
Yeah. Yeah, it's be enough, honestly, if he uses the Superior smartly, if that's even a word, I don't think so, to try and pick off these Skijaegers one by one.
That's true. Let's see if he has superior use of his troops.
Exactly, Khan. Exactly.
Meanwhile, back to the north, you see the Skijaeger column has come in, and I won't say they're getting blown to pieces, but it ain't pretty.
I'd say they're getting blown to pieces.
Well, I think it's another one of those cases they're going to win through just by sheer numbers.
Yeah.
But we're surprised to see some captures here pretty quickly. Yep, that's one. That's two. Yikes. Yikes.
Yikes indeed.
Wow.
Yeah, Angry Bird really just going the human rave tactics essentially to try and win this. I mean, he's spamming M10 tank destroyers now.
Which, I mean, I kind of get, but, like, really? I don't know.
Yeah. That's a very, very interesting scene as M10 show. But yeah,
about as interesting as we see that the Do-217. Not really sure what to call that. I don't know the actual model name. Somebody's going to help me out with that, I'm sure. Dornier, thank you. How did I forget that? But a Dornier coming on in with the 4 20mm cannons in his nose.
Yeah, it's a real good strafing plane to have early on, as it just does so much damage.
Whoa, Pack 36 takes another one with another heat ammo to the south. This thing is just brutal.
Yeah, goddamn. That's a funny thing about the Pack 36. It's one of the weakest AT guns, and also one of the strongest.
Oh my gosh. Angry Bird is super lucky that this Dornier can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is he lining up for another attack run? I don't know how he'd see. So. But that'd be absolutely incredible to strafe these M10s from the rear.
Yeah, I mean, they're opening top, they're gonna take quite a bit of damage.
Please, do something.
Yeah.
He's gift wrapping some... Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, we're on B phase now, so it's the time for Shaun to start counter-attacking. He's bringing out a Stug tank. And yeah, I mean, Angry Bird definitely had a very heavy A phase deck. So is he gonna be able to keep up the fight for the rest of the match? That's really the question here.
And the gut reaction is, I don't know that he will.
I don't think so either. He's thrown so much on the field and lost quite a lot of it. I think one of his crutches he's really got to rely on is those IS-2s. Because you do get quite a few of them with 29th Tankovy, if I recall. So just being able to have them on the field and, well, like I said, there's not really much ground-based AT that can penetrate them for Shaun.
True, but I think the major thing here is if Angry Bird loses this central position, where you see all the 76s and the M10s and all that, if he loses that, that's game over.
Yeah.
Like you pointed out early on, everything else for him is fairly weakly held.
Yeah, it's really just, especially like the northern area, it's just a few, like 76 mils and strokies, and those 76 mils are starting to go down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. An early Stug engagement here is going to go decently well. Of course, he's aiming for the half tracks for some strange reason, so... Alrighty. The Dornier finally... Jeez, this Dornier is, I think, is being criminally wasted, though.
Yeah, I think he's just having a hard time getting line of sight, unfortunately. You should be able to see those T-34s in the middle. It's so bunched up together, it'd be such a good strafing target.
Well, yeah, I mean, if nothing else, we did see that his troops did have line of sight because they were engaging fire. They were exchanging fire with him, rather.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, he's got to kind of get on his horse as well. It looks like Shaun is lost quite a bit of the territory that matters as well, so he's got to be careful.
Yeah, the southern side is not looking good for Shaun in the slightest. That initial southern counter-attack has definitely slowed down. And yeah, that's not good at all. That's not good for him at all. We got his T-34s and M10s moving in to try to flank a rain down south. 37 mil gun is going to be in a good position, however. And a Stug.
Especially if they allow it to kind of... I mean, everyone's firing with the Stug, which I get, but... I don't know, anti-tank guns, I think I'm always more concerned about those because they're a lot easier, more easily hid, rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Angry Bird's still doing a good job keeping up momentum up for now. If he can clear up his southern side, I have a good feeling he'll be able to take this match.
Yes.
If. Yeah, look, if you're looking at like the southern side for Shaun, there's all his Skijaegers here just sitting around doing nothing. I don't know what he's doing there.
I think he brought them in with the intent of kind of shifting them along that southern road. I'm pretty sure he saw all those vehicles and thought, okay, I don't want to go anywhere near that center. And there we go, they're kicking it back into high gear.
Because those guys at the front line really could use with extra support.
Oh, and they'll get it. The big thing here is can they survive long enough, and that is not going to help that situation.
No. That's a really good Cobra rocket ranger from Angry Bird.
Almost as good as Pack 36, who just still continues to just ping rounds off of these M10s.
Just keep firing. One of them will penetrate.
Yeah, well, especially in the M10s. These guys are not really known for their chutzpah, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
But other parts of the map, northern part of the map is starting to get a little cleaner, where you can see a 1410 here as opposed to the 15.9 we had a couple minutes ago. And the M10s are starting to die. They're becoming quite the endangered species.
Yeah, Angry Bird is slowly starting to lose his giant spam worth of stuff. Those M10s are very finicky units to use. Because they're pretty good, to be honest, because they got a good gun and all of that, decent armor profile, but no machine gun at all. And not much in terms of high explosive firepower, so you really, I mean, a tank destroyers, you really only want to use them against tanks.
Certainly true. Now, M10 is starting to engage some of the other troops to the north with a gun jam on one of these T-34 85s. But, I guess here's the question. Did Shaun bring enough armor for this, or is Angry Bird going to be able to outlast him with some of those M10s?
I don't know. I mean, we don't really see any other tanks in the field at the moment. He has that one M10 in the middle, and that's Angry Bird's entire tank force at the moment. Hopefully for Angry Bird, like I say, if he has some IS-2s, those will be very good for just dealing with Shaun's tank forces. But Shaun is actually starting to push back pretty hard now. He's got the tank advantage, he's got a boatload of infantry in the middle, for Skijaeger it is. And he's just trying to uproot these strokey DPs.
I'll tell you, down to the south, the Skijaegers did not quite get as much done as I kind of figured they were going to.
No, they didn't. No, that 50 cal half track is definitely proven to be a pain in the ass at long range.
But the town is slowly being reduced, as we might expect. Not a lot of leadership from the Soviets. I guess it kind of plays into the whole thematic idea behind them, but I would have thought there'd been more here.
Mm-hmm.
And these Cobra runs have been instrumental, I think, in keeping Angry Bird flying pretty high.
Yeah, just slowing down Shaun's infantry advances. Here up north, Shaun is making pushes here for Skijaeger Pioneers, taking some vital positions here. Gonna be capturing 2 flags up north, but still, Shaun is on the back foot at 10-14. Just due to Angry Bird's like flank down south of the 50 cal half tracks.
Yeah, the Dorniers are coming in though.
Yeah.
That's 1.
You get second.
That's 2.
Lovely jubbly.
Now it's just the Strokey DP, and I think that the Skijaeger Pioneer and this Storm Skijaeger should be more than enough to kind of keep them at bay.
Yeah.
Now, other than that, though, the Dorniers have nothing else to really do from a vehicle perspective.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just some infantry targetry. I've seen an IS-2 being brought in down south to help out, yeah, and that should definitely be a rather big help. But yeah, up north, though, really not looking good for Angry Bird. He's kind of lost all his stuff up here. If Shaun can keep up his momentum, he might be able to, you know, complete the capture's northern side.
It certainly seems to be the case. There is only one artillery piece being brought on in right now. And as good as a 76 mil is, I'm not sure that's going to be enough to turn back the tide.
No, it won't. It definitely will not be.
This is interesting. The laugh was coming on in. I think he was having a laugh, trying to engage the Dornier. Two Dorniers, in fact. Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking there. But whatever.
Yeah. Those Dorniers can have, even though they're, you know, ground attack planes, if they get behind you, you're dead. You're simple as that.
Well, the turret for them is above or below in this case.
For the Dornier, I believe it's above. It's behind the cockpit.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one above and one below, maybe.
Well, for right now, only one that seems to matter is the one above.
Yeah, it's one above, one
and
below.
He's still an awful lot of firepower. I'm gonna say the B-26 pre-nerf.
Mm-hmm.
From way back when. And we're gonna see 15-9 now. So, yep, with the death of that armored punch in the center, Angry Bird is been clipped quite a bit.
Yeah, that's his, yeah, he just kind of lost all his tanks. And now he has nothing.
Yeah. He soared for a bit, now he's gotta live in the dirt.
Yeah, that's really the risk that you take when you go so aggressive in A phase. Like, he was a very good aggressive punch, but I think also losing both those IS-2s was a huge blow. Because it feels like if he kept them a little bit more reserved and back, I don't think his northern push would have gone as bad for Angry Bird.
True, and as we get to Phase C here, Shaun is really got himself all hunky-dory as we see a new wave of, Skijaegers and Skijaegers coming on in as well.
Yeah, he's got all the infantry, and his infantry's all good, because, yeah, they're Skijaegers, man. They got STGs and veterancy, and STGs.
Once again, it is very lucky over here for Angry Bird that some of this air power cannot see his advancing columns. I feel like that would be a mistake waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Oof. One thing I'm also surprised by, anti-air for Shaun. What does that look like for the Skijaegers?
Pretty bad. You get like, you get very little anti-air. Your air power is really your anti-air for the most part.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got a leader hero T-34. I'm gonna let you say it.
I'm lost here.
Up north.
Oh, there we go.
Hero unit.
Reshetnikov?
Thank
Nikolai Mikhailovich Reshetnikov. I'm sure I'm saying it incorrectly as well, but I love rolling my R's for Russian. Meanwhile, the town, that looks more like it's going to be named Kaput. Or at least I think that's what the Russians would call it. Maybe more simply, Dosvedanya. Either way, those last brave Shroki DPs are getting suppressed and hunted rather effectively.
Yeah, that's a lot of Skijaegers. That's just a lot of Skijaegers, man. Overwhelming force.
Pretty impressive too, since there's no snow.
I know, right? Oh no, like real mountains over here. It's pretty flat.
You know, we talked recently about having a fun division for the Germans that would be consistently, or actually for the Americans, that would be a lot of Beute German stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of being the partisans. And there was one of the viewers from me, I think, posted something about it. I think it was the 82nd or 83rd Armored. And I have this completely backwards, I'm sure. But we need more Beute stuff. We need an entire division with Beute stuff.
Oh.
We've talked about it. We need this.
Yeah, guys, he had like a captured King Tiger, and then
Yes.
like, captured like Messerschmitt plane and all of that.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of just random kind of like, it was like Hobart's Funnies, but for like Beute material.
I think there was there's a story that went around about yeah, like a German officer or whatnot drove into a column by accident because they thought there were German forces advancing or retreating.
I would not
they
be
found
surprised by
out
that
they
at
were
all.
Americans.
Oof! Wow, the stroke from the side is complete surprise as IS-2. Oh, that was a textbook ambush. Oh my god, I was happy I got to see that. That was
Christ.
beautiful.
That's how you kill a Stalin tank right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, like that's gotta suck for Angry Bird, but that was just beautiful to watch from Mark's perspective.
Yeah, Angry Birds just ran out of steam, it seems. He just does not have much on the field anymore. Just look at the mini-map differences for both sides.
Yep, but you know what? The thing I will respect about Angry Bird is I doubt he will go and allow himself to be put in a cage so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He will fight to the end. Now, KV-2. The KV-2s have done decently well, kind of, you know, blowing infantry to pieces like we just saw right now. Baumgarten might be able to get a kill from this next infantry squad.
Yeah,
But,
I believe he's killed a tank or two as well.
Well, the KV-2s overall have done pretty well with that, yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about the fact that their HE shells have 7 damage.
It's a big kaboom.
Yeah, but you know, all the other freaking HE stuff is like, oh look, 1.
That's because it's like a proper assault gun. And, like, I know it's kind of weird.
I know.
They did it for, like, balance reasons, where they nerfed all, like, proper tank HE cells, like 1 to 2 HE. It's kind of weird. Like,
I get that. It's one of those moments that for me, it's like, all the German stuff just got completely nerfed. I know the Sherman's got, like, only that
the
one
same
as
thing,
well.
Yeah. Yeah, because in SD44, like, you know, all the tank guns would have different HE values, but now everything's just standardized, which is a bit of a shame.
True. These Cobras are here, but I'm not sure them going is going to be enough to scare the Germans back.
Nope.
Down to the south, I'm amused by the fact that there's this entire mass of German troops, and there's kind of like, we've captured everything really worthwhile. That's why there's no need for us to go any further.
We'll hold here.
Also, we need to talk about the fact that Shaun needs to change his gamer tag, because every time I look at him, I want to call him the Russian.
Oh yeah, because the flag.
Because the flag, yeah.
Yeah, the red flag.
Certainly there's no Red Storm Rising here.
Yeah, do you want to take us to *2?
I think we can probably do that. Alright, at 2540. And ×2. Alright. So Reshetnikov up top, he is able to start engaging some of this material, but he still is very under-armored for what he needs to be kind of dealing with here, so he's got to be careful.
Yeah, like he's a little bit outgunned now in terms of tank firepower for Angry Bird. He's got a few T-3485s, but now Shaun has T-3485 of his own and a bunch of stugs in the field.
By the way, last strokey DP inside this warehouse. He's trying to retreat, but he's going to get shot down in the open as he's pulling back. Poor guys.
Yeah. He's gone.
And with that, 19-5. So the early punch, not enough. Seems much more needs to go kind of have a pinch to take the map back by an inch, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. It was a good try, though. I really did enjoy seeing that initial breakthrough, but
oh yeah,
he just a little bit. I'm trying to find a word here.
His
a little bit
allocation.
too carefree with his units. So you need to be a bit more. You needed to preserve him a little bit more.
I believe the analytical term would be he was a profligate spender with his men lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least that's the tutor in me is speaking that right now. But we are seeing, like you said, it's weird to see a division that you said has really no armored power have so many vehicles on the field.
Yeah. Shaun's been doing a really good job of keeping those Stugs and T-34s alive. You only get 4 of those captured T-34s and like 1 or 2 cards of Stugs. So it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
It certainly is. And as things close out here, well done for Shaun for not panicking. I would have panicked like crazy.
Same here. Yeah, that northern push was terrifying.
Zub-something, there we go. I will never be able to say that correctly, and I'm sure someone out there is going to be cringe, but regardless.
Yeah, 1,000 kill. It's always like a 1,000 kill different most of the time. I have no idea what it is.
I think it's one of those things, though, too. Like, you get through a good chunk of the map, and I'm just taking a look here as I say this. But then it starts to snowball a bit.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true. Like, towards the end, and Shaun was just kind of shooting a lot of things.
Well, you were saying last, by the way, on Tuesday about the idea of a ground ace. Buchna over here, one of the Pack 36, he's got 3 stars, but he's got 4 M10s and 2 T-34-76s to his name. So he was the killiest guy of all.
God damn.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's the guy down south.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeez, like, once again, guys, small AT guns are the best AT guns in Steel Division 2.
It seems counterintuitive, but yeah.
Yeah, it seems really silly. Because you see all the documentaries and everyone's like, oh, it's just called Door Knocker, guys. It was useless in Barbarossa, but then you play Steel Division 2 and, well, critical hits are a thing.
Yes, yeah. True. And, well, let's just say yes and leave it at that.
Yes.
But, alright, any final pearls of wisdom?
Do you think Skijaeger should have a bonus moving down hills because they have skis?
I think you have to actually click them on, because at that point it's going to be like, True Lies. As the guys come down the hill, they have to get an accuracy debuff.
Yeah.
For the increased mobility.
They turn into a vehicle briefly.
Yes, but only on the elevation.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, feel free to let us know your own comments about that in the meantime. But until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.